Welcome to Worldwide House Hunters, and today we are going over to Portland, Oregon. I chose this house for a couple of reasons because it's kind of up in that area, the Northwest area, and recently we looked at a home in Seattle, and it was right around this price range. That home was $927,000. It was in a skyrise building, and it was about 1,027 square feet. And this particular home is $999,000 and it's 3,000 square feet. So I just wanted to kind of compare what you get from one city to the other for almost $1 million, right? So this house caught my eye too because it has this dark exterior, and I like the dark exterior. This is kind of cool. I think the landscape is pretty cool here. Just it's kind of on a hill. It's coming down this hill here, and you've got the rocks here on the side that are kind of darker, and then you've got the wider, basically rocks for your walkway up, the lighter ones. I just thought it was pretty cool. I thought this was an interesting comparison, pretty much in the same kind of price range. We see that we've got a 2-car garage back here separated from the house too. So that's interesting. In the other, we only had a parking space in the building. So you get that as an amenity here as well. So let's jump inside and see. Matter of fact, they've got a 3D plan. So let's check out the 3D plan. So where are we here? It looks like we're near the living room, I guess. We're in the living room area. I guess this would be our front door entrance. Just think these walls here, I think this is a little bit older design here. So I don't know when this house was built, but I think it's definitely an older design with this here. I'm not really familiar with the Northwest architecture, but feels a little bit older. Looking at the floors look to be wood. It may actually be real wood floors. Can't really tell, but they look pretty well done. I liken them as light wood. Looks well taken care of. This fireplace doesn't look like it was white to begin with. I don't think it was. I think they just painted over it. I don't really dig that so much. I think it would be better in more of a brownish color or something a little more akin to a fireplace, a darker color. I don't think I would have went with white because all of the walls are pretty much white. This would have the opportunity to stand out. And you look in the front of it, the dark in the front of it, it just looks a little bit out of place to me. That's just my opinion on it. We can go over here to, this is our dining room area. And we can see that it's a very small area for a dining area. So they've got a bench seating here, which probably can be just pushed up under the table. So it kind of gets it out of the way. This is pretty cool, but then it backs right up to our sliding glass door. So I don't know, maybe there's a bench on this side too. I can't really tell. Maybe there's a bench that sits on that side and they pushed it up underneath the table. So you can kind of get in and out to your deck. Nice chandelier here. That's pretty cool. I think it fits the home and the aesthetic of the home right now. We see that we do have a skylight here over the foyer area. There's a skylight there. I always like skylights. I don't know why. It just seems like it just is nice to have and brings a lot of light into the home. Here's our kitchen. From this angle here, we see we have a nice island in the middle with lots of counter space. We've got 4 chairs here also, so that's got to be a pretty good size for 4 people to be able to sit side by side there. Let's see. Let's kind of go in here. We see our gas stove here. Definitely very different, this gas stove, right? Lots of knobs. I see we only have, 6 mouths here. And then maybe here in the middle, I guess we can cook from here in the middle. But it seems like a lot of knobs here. So I wonder what all the knobs do. So that's kind of interesting. It looks a little bit old like they're trying to go for an older flavor. This is probably a new unit, like a new unit, but they're trying to like imitate something from years past. But lots of counter space. I love that. There's this brick is kind of cool for a backsplash. It kind of gives like an older feel to it, but I don't know if I like this. I think I probably would have went with a different style of hood here. Probably something more like a stainless steel hood or something. I probably would have went with, but that's different. I've never really seen it like this, like why they would build that out like that. But to each his own, I guess. Nice big window here. Then we got sliding glass doors to go out. We see this a lot. We see a lot of sliding glass doors in this house to be able to get out to the decks and to get out into the natural parts outside the home, right? Nice wine. Looks like a wine area here where you can put your wine or champagne. Very cool, right? Not bad. And from here you can see into the dining room, see into the living room. It's wide open. You can have a conversation, that type of thing, right? Let's go to the deck and see what that's like outside. Nice wooden deck here. I like this with the tree in the middle of the deck. It kind of kept allowed them to keep the tree there without cutting it down. I think a lot of times we cut these trees down, and we should really just leave them. They help us to shade off the property, and it kind of incorporates the property, the house, into the landscape, right, a little bit. So I think that's cool. But this deck is wonderful. It goes all around the house. Wow. I think that looks really, really nice, right? Okay, and this is where the dining room was. So you can, when you come out of those doors, this is the deck that you see. Not a little play area maybe for kids. They'll find a way to kind of play in the woods there. Very cool. Neighbors. See, there's a house here, but that's pretty far away. So yeah, very cool. Let's go down here. Let's go back to inside, and we'll look at the mudroom here. When you come in off the deck, this is our mudroom. Probably not a lot of mud happening here, I'd imagine, with this carpet here or with this little rug here. But if you were to have boots on or shoes or whatever, you can come here, take them off, hang up your coat here. It's a little nice place to kind of receive all of those things. Let's go to the sunroom. All right, there's a nice little space here. Nice window there to kind of get some natural light in. You can probably lay here and read a book. Maybe it's a quiet little spot to take a nap. Maybe it's a little out of the way for things. You got the stairs there, but then you're away from the main parts of the house or whatever. So maybe it's a nice quiet little place to kind of hang out. But a good use of the space, I think. Let's go here. And this is from the kitchen from the other side, the entrance to the kitchen, the foyer, and one of our bathrooms, one of our 4 bathrooms. So this is like the guest bathroom. When you come in, you have guests come in or whatever, this is where they can kind of go do their thing. Doesn't need to be a whole lot. I think there's a decent amount of space here. The toilet is not right next to the sink. Lots of space there. Not a lot of counter space here, but you don't really need it for a guest bathroom, right? Not bad. Okay, let's go to the second floor. We'll start in the bathroom, or like the master bath. This is different, this tile, this black tile here. I think it kind of plays off of the black paint on the outside of the house. Then it kind of flows into our countertop here. I think I would use different, I think I would definitely use a different faucet color here. Could be something else to kind of contrast it, because it's just black on black on black. It's kind of everything is sitting on black. So I guess they love the black color, which is fine. But I think I just would have did something different there for contrast. This I don't understand. They've got like this tile here coming out of the bathroom, but then it kind of switches over to wood. So maybe it's just, oh, okay, this part can get wet. It's tile. It's a little bit easier to clean. You don't have to worry about it being damaged or whatever if it gets a little wet. And then here, maybe right here, then you've got wood, which could be faux wood. I don't know if it's faux wood or real wood. Maybe it's faux wood. Um, yeah, just strange that they kind of cut it in half like that. You would think that the whole bathroom maybe would be this tile, or this wood would go right up to the shower itself. But nice shower though. I mean, you got room for 2 people. Not bad, not bad at all. Let's go out here to the primary bedroom. Nice amount of space here. When you're walking in, you're not going to bump into the bed or hit your leg on the bed or anything. Nice amount of space. Nice window to the outside there. Another window on the other side. You could easily have put a small chair there or a love seat or something here. Very simply could do that. This door, I believe, goes out to the landing. Then this is the closet on this side, on the left side. Not a lot of closet space. I mean, it's got some shelving in there. Definitely got some shelving. This is just a small area to maybe hang some stuff. Another small area to hang some things there. So can we scroll out a little bit? Yeah. It's not a lot of closet space. If you've got a lot of clothes, you're gonna be stuck here because I was married once, so I feel like when we moved in, that would have been full already. I don't think I would have had any space at all. But that's something to consider, the closet space. So leaving this bedroom, let's go out to the landing. Now the landing goes down to the mudroom. You go down here and you make a left and you're at that mudroom that we looked at. But we have another second bedroom here. A little bit smaller. It's not as big as the master or whatever, but there's some room. You're not really bumping into the bed when you're walking around. It's a decent sized bed, at least a full size bed there. Probably the closet here, so you could probably move the bed over just a little bit to give a little more space on this side, but if you can kind of slip in there, you can slip in there and kind of get to your closet. See what the bathroom looks like. Okay, cool. It's great for a bathroom off of the bedroom. I like this this tile here for the bathroom. I don't really see that a whole lot. But not bad, right? That's a cool little bathroom for someone, if you got son or daughter or something and they've got their little bathroom, that's cool, right? So this is kind of coming out looking at the bedroom from a different angle. Let's go out to the stair landing again. Very cool. So it has 3 bedrooms. So we didn't see the 3rd bedroom, but we're going to go see it now. We're going to look down here in the basement. So that's the thing. It's got 2 levels and then it's got the basement as well. So the basement is kind of a cool area. This bedroom seems to be bigger than the others. Lots of space here before you get to your closet area. You could easily put a sitting chair and a desk or something, a desk and computer in here. Nice wide closet. Very cool. The stairs to go out, I guess you go out here for the stairs. Maybe that's a bathroom or something there, I'm not sure. But lots of space, man. Lots of space here in this 3rd bedroom. So maybe if you have a teenager or something, or maybe like this could be a guest area or whatever where your guests can stay. Very cool. Let's go out here. Wow. Let's go into this bathroom here. I don't think we've seen this. All All right, so that basement bathroom this is pretty nice. It got the toilet, it's got its kind of its own area here. You got a nice shower, no tub, but you got a shower in there. Nice, tons of space here for the counter space. I like this. I like this backing here. This on the wall. I don't know if it's a tile or a wallpaper or something, but that's kind of cool. It's different. I don't know if the colors really all go together. I don't know. I think I'd maybe change these cabinets out. But yeah, overall, for like kind of like a almost like a mother-in-law suite, this is kind of nice. We didn't see the wine cellar. So this is an area you can store your bottles of wine. It's got a chiller in it. Nice countertop. Maybe a wine chiller here. Guess you can lock the door from the inside, I guess, if you're, what is it, a safe room or a, I don't know. You lock the door on the inside if you're drinking that wine, I guess. Let's go over here to our theater. So the theater is cool. I'm sure someone could probably sleep down here too if you have a house full or whatever. People will probably knock out here. Beautiful area to watch a movie. It's a little close, I think, for the television, for your eyes or whatever. But I'm sure it's probably immersive and fun. Got a nice refrigerator down there. They've got a lot of counter space. So if you've got snacks and things going on here and you're having a movie night or something, that's going to be pretty fun, right? Wow. So yeah, this is very cool. Let's see. Okay, so maybe this is the doorways to the bedroom and all that stuff. You've got your laundry room here. Nice amount of shelving and stuff like that to put detergents and fold clothes and put, separate clothes out and all that type of thing. Very cool. So generally, what do you think? What do you think as compared to the house that we saw in? Oops. I think that's the second floor. I wanted to kind of go to the first floor here. What do you think about this house as compared to the house that we saw in Seattle? Both around the same money, pretty much just shy of $1 million. But that one had the different amenities, like you have your meeting rooms and you had your areas to sit, outside of your home. But here you've got everything contained in your house. So, what do you think? Do you think you would spend $1 million on a home like this, or would you spend close to $1 million on the apartment that we saw in Seattle? Let me know what you think.